Fix my mic real quick. Let me just make sure that my audio is working. Yep, it is. Okay, cool. So, by the way, sorry if there's any background noise. It's a Saturday night. There's kids over. It is what it is. But pretty good showing. I definitely want to go take a look at Connor Williams' film for sure. I think out of everybody, he's definitely someone I'm planning on doing a film session on, probably tomorrow morning. Skylar Thompson, another really good showing for him. I just said it on Twitter. If the Miami Dolphins decide to only run with 2 quarterbacks this year, I'm cutting Teddy Bridgewater straight up. Because you cannot put that man on practice squad. Someone will take him. So for me, we're either running with 3 quarterbacks or I'm cutting Teddy. Because I'm not letting that dude go. I'm just not. Having that guy for cheap for 4 years sounds pretty good to me. That's just my thought. Let's see. Eric Izukama had a really, really good showing. He seemed a little bit banged up at the end of the game there. Hopefully he's okay. Apparently we're not allowed to have corners, speaking of injury. Jesus Christ. I don't know what we did to deserve all these cornerback injuries, but I apologize for it if it's something I did. I'm going to say that Brent Grimes' wife placed a curse on us. Because I remember her being kind of crazy. That's the only thing I can come up with personally to justify this. So I would just like to apologize to her personally. And maybe she can lift the curse and we can have our cornerbacks this year at some point. That'd be nice. But Zaquandre White, of course, had the big play touchdown, but that was in the receiving game. We still haven't been able to run the ball all that consistently. I'm not overly worried about that fact because we're not really doing our exotic run packages yet. So I want to wait until the regular season before I get too afraid of us not being able to run the ball again. But it is a little bit concerning, I'm not going to lie, because even with most of our starting offensive line, we're not able to run the ball very well. It is a little bit nerve-wracking, I won't lie to you. That is definitely something I was really hoping we would be much better at. And unfortunately, a lot of our offensive linemen from last year still aren't looking that great. I am going to have to take a closer look at Connor Williams at center. That's definitely a film session I'm going to do this week. I want to try to get that done tomorrow and have that out to you guys. I don't know what other film sessions I might do, but that's definitely going to be one of them. I wish they would do all 20. I wish I had access to all 22s for preseason because there's definitely I would definitely be looking at Eric Izukama if I had all 22s. Because he had a really good game in the second half, especially once Skylar Thompson came out. So I would really like to take a look at him a little bit closer. I'd also kind of like to look at our linebackers, especially Cameron Good was making a lot of plays. Like he was all over the place. Ben Steele made some good plays. Zach Sealer, which of course he's always consistent. Overall, I think our starting defense looked okay. I am still a little bit concerned as far as our defense goes because the last few years, obviously, our defense has been the best part of our team. But our big issues were up the middle plays, whether it be passing or running, and our inability to get off the field on 3rd and 4th downs. And the 3rd and 4th down thing was still kind of a problem today. So I do want to kind of see that cleaned up. And again, I know that not all the starters are out there. I know it's preseason, but these are issues we've had for a couple of years now So it is a little bit concerning. I won't lie to you. But I guess we'll just have to see as far as that goes. Also, this whole rule change with the NFL of, basically not being able to touch the receiver at all really sucks. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to pull off press man coverage anymore with how they're calling it. Like, I mentioned on Twitter, because Noah Igbenogany had a really rough day today. And the thing about Noah is the thing he struggles with most is interior, like routes going toward the inside. When a receiver is going to the outside and he has the sideline to kind of help him, he looks a lot better. But things like slants, crossing routes, and things of that nature, he really tends to struggle with. And the way you manage that is by pressing them. But with this new rule change, it makes it kind of difficult to do that. So I don't really know what you can do. I mean, obviously, you can mix in some different zone packages and stuff like that with your man coverage, but it is a rough situation. I kind of hope that they relax a little bit on that after preseason's over. Hopefully they, ease off after the scare tactic. But that is starting to bother me a little bit. I'm happy that they're not calling the big pass interference calls anymore, because last couple years, a lot of quarterbacks got away with a lot of big plays because they would just throw the ball deep and then they would purposely underthrow balls. Carson Wentz was great at this last year for the Colts. He would underthrow the football on purpose so that the receiver would have to come through the defender to try to get the ball, and it would be a pass interference call every time, and they would tear off chunks of yards that way. So I'm glad that, they're kind of easing off on that, but now we're getting these nitpicky is it holding calls? I don't even it's stupid. I just kind of want to let him play. Like, just let him play, let him be physical. It's fucking football. That's just how I feel. And I don't really want it to be called in our favor either. I kind of just want our athletes to just go out there and just let us play. I mean, obviously, the helmet-to-helmet contact and stuff like that, of course, has to be called. But anyway, I digress on that. But Tua looked good for the little bit he played. Teddy Bridgewater made my ass itch a little bit. Like, I was not fucking with Teddy Bridgewater. I thought Skylar Thompson looked better in both games than Teddy did today. So that is a little bit concerning. For some reason, Teddy seemed like resistant to throwing the ball away. Like, he was trying to make plays that weren't there. Like, that's what happened with that play where he ended up with a safety. And then he did it again in the next drive where he ended up, like, kind of pitching it to, I forget it, I think it was a running back. He ended up pitching it to him, and it ended up being a negative yardage play because of it, where he easily could have just thrown it out of bounds because he had already scrambled. So I don't know where that came from all of a sudden, because Teddy was always like almost an overly conservative quarterback, like dink and dunk, he used to pretty much throw the ball away too much. So I don't know if he overcorrected, but I don't know what's going on there, but it was driving me crazy. And then when he would get aggressive as well, he was throwing hospital passes left and right. Like, he got Gaskin lit up, and he got Mike Gesicki lit up twice. I seen on Twitter, people were talking about the two drops that Mike Gesicki had. And yeah, he's not blocking, so you really want him to be a really great receiving tight end if that's the only thing he's going to do, especially because he's not that fast. He's just really a contested catch guy. But those were hospital passes. Like, Teddy was throwing him into big hits, and he did it to Gaskin too, like I said. So I was definitely happy to see Skylar Thompson get out there. So, you know, our guys have a better chance of staying healthy. I don't know what the fuck's going on with Teddy. Like, I'm kind of ready to cut him now and just run with Teddy and Skylar. I'm not going to lie to you. But I'm also resistant to doing that because having a veteran backup might be nice down the road. But I don't know. But, yeah, like I said, I don't know which film sessions I'm going to do. I'm definitely doing a Connor Williams one. That's definitely one I want to do because I want to take a look at his film anyway. Whether I was going to record it or not, I'm going to do that. So I may as well record it. And then beyond that, I don't know. I'll figure that out. Possibly some of the defensive linemen. Maybe like Steely or Sealer, something to that effect. Maybe even Cameron Good at linebacker. He had a pretty good day. We'll see. But like I said, if I had all 22s, I would do Eric Izukanma because he had a great day today. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.